Maybe the base model is too base for your taste, but climbing up the Porsche 911 family ladder starts to get a bit out of hand in terms of price and power. Well, the Goldilocks Party Porsche has arrived, and it bears the S badge on the back. Porsche is finally showing off its updated 992.2 Carrera S, which lands with more power, more standard features, and more numbers in that starting price. The 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera S, like all versions of the 911, delivers an exceptional driving experience. This latest model amplifies that experience thanks to the bump in power from the twin-turbocharged 3-liter flat 6 set in the tail. It's now up to the same output as the prior version of the GTS. Power is rated at 473 horsepower and 390 pound-feet of torque, which is 30 more horsepower than before for the Carrera S. Porsche says this comes by way of new turbos and better cooling efficiency. The result is that the 2025 Carrera S now sprints from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 3.1 seconds. The top speed is listed at 191 miles per hour. Here's the part not everyone is going to love though, and that's the fact that the Carrera S is PDK only for 2025. Now, the PDK is certainly an amazing gearbox. In fact, I'd go so far as to say that it's the best automatic on the market. But this is a Porsche 911 we're talking about here, and a manual should at least be available as an option. Yes, I am aware even some more potent versions of this car haven't had a manual for a bit, but I stand by the notion that this version should be offered with a proper 6-speed down there. That said, it is nice of Porsche to fit the car with more items as standard kit. Sport exhaust is standard, as are the larger brakes from the last gen GTS. The dampers have been retuned for overall ride quality improvement, and the proper go-fast goodies from the last Carrera S return here as well. Stuff like the torque vectoring system and that staggered 21-inch wheel and tire setup. Rear axle steer, ceramic brakes, and the PASM Sport suspension setup are also available as optional extras. In the cabin, Porsche is trying to upgrade the overall feeling of the car's upscale nature as well. There's quite a bit more leather deployed now.
Yeah, it's very breathable. They keep the hot side hot and the cool side cool.
It's on the seats, headrests, upper portions of the door panels, and the dashboard. If you want more leather, you can spec a full leather interior design too.
Yeah, if you like leather. But I don't like leather. I love leather.
Here on the coupe model, there's no back seat, but rear seats can be spec'd at no extra cost. If you prefer the cabriolet, that one comes standard with the rear seats, and you can only have it with that seat setup. There's no back seat delete option for the convertible. Let's move on to the real talking point here though, and that's how much this thing is going to cost. It's no secret that every version of the 2025 911 has risen or is rising in price, substantially in fact, and this Carrera S is no different. The 2025 911 Carrera S Coupe starts at $148,395, while the convertible starts at $161,595. That coupe starting price sits more than $15,000 higher over the 2024 model. Now, before you econ geniuses in the comments start spouting off about inflation, trust me, I know how that works, and I even minored in econ in college, so I get what inflation can do to prices. And I also see that Porsche added a few upgrades to the 2025 version of the car compared to the 2024 model. But do you truly, deep in your soul, believe that something with 30 more horsepower and a bit more leather is worth $15,000 more in just a year's time? Especially when the actual 3-year trend in inflation is downward. New car transaction prices skyrocketed in 2021, and automakers have kept the prices up there even while other market forces have relaxed. They also keep building more complex vehicles, which do cost more to make. That certainly has a hand in the pricing factor of all this across the industry. But back to this specific vehicle we're talking about in this video here. The 2025 Porsche 911 Carrera S looks great, and it's going to be a truly wonderful thing to drive. Do I see $15,000 worth of improvements over the outgoing model? Absolutely not. Will people who can afford these flock to order them? No doubt about it.